everybody. Welcome back to another stream. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jenna, and today we're going to be playing some Stardew. Man, has it been a long week. Good Lord. I don't know about the rest of you, but my week was rough. I had a lot of long days with cranky babies, and so I am just beat. I am beat. But I am hoping to disconnect from everything and lean back, relax, play some Stardew, and just have a chill evening. So that is kind of the plan for tonight. I'm not sure specifically what we're going to be working on. I have a list of things we need to work on. What I'll end up actually doing, who can say? Who can say? Sometimes I'm like, I'm going to do this, and then we don't go anywhere near what I just said we would do. So who knows? But basically, the end goal is to make it to perfection. We are going to continue trying to do that, and it is going to be awesome. I think we are at about 55% of the way to perfection, which doesn't sound as big as it is, but that a lot of work has gone into that 55%. So we are going to keep working on that, and it should be pretty fun. But welcome into Ryan and Kit. Kit said, hello, pizza party. Leon's here too. Hi, Leon. Leon said, good evening, my pizza-loving streamer superstar. Thank you. And Haley's here. Hi, Haley. And Mothman. Hello, Mothman. Long time no see. How's it going? So yeah, guys, we're going to just try and have as chill a stream as possible. Okay, let me go ahead and pull this up. I am a little bit sleepy right now, I'm not going to lie to you. But I have my Starbucks. And my Starbucks is hopefully going to wake me up. So, I'm probably going to get more energetic as the stream goes on. Oh, this is very loud. Why are you so loud? Oh, I turned it up when I was rating a streamer because I couldn't hear them. That's probably what happened here. There we go. Okay. Game is launching. All right. Here we go. Now, I need several things to happen today. One thing is I need to have a rainy day so that I can catch the legend fish. So if it's raining and I don't go fishing, yell at me. Pronto. Kit said, you're coming on quite late for you. Yeah, tomorrow is my daughter's birthday party, and so I have family in from out of town, so I was spending time with them tonight. So I know I am coming on pretty late. But still gonna be fun. Alright, let's try and say hi to all of these coop animals. Don't worry, I wasn't aiming for the chicken. I was aiming for the seed. Happy birthday to my daughter. Thank you. I appreciate that. She is going to be turning 2. Can you guys believe that? 2 years old. It's crazy because I first started streaming before I even knew that I was pregnant with her. Or before I was even pregnant with her. And then I took a break for a while because I broke my jaw. And I was having a hard time. Then I came back. And then I took another break because I was pregnant. So it's crazy to think about how much has gone on since the beginning of stream. But yeah, 2 years. 2 years. Smog, hello, welcome in. Smog said happy birthday to the little one. Thank you, thank you. No, don't eat the truffle. Goodness gracious. Just taking care of the animals real quick. Smog, I hope you're feeling better today. I know yesterday you were feeling kind of under the weather, so I'm hoping you're feeling better. The Egg Festival has begun. Oh, I forgot about the Egg Festival. You are good. Good. I am so glad to hear that. Maybe it was that extra sleep. Egg? You ask? Yeah, an egg festival. It's like their Easter. Okay, I don't even deal with that right now. Oh, the cat gave me a fish. Thank you, cat. Alright, let's sell some stuff here. Sell the mayos. The fish that we just got that I don't need. Truffle oil. Okay. Everything else we are keeping. I was gonna go mining or something, but since it's the Egg Festival, we might as well go to that. Strawberry seeds! Okay, I should probably buy like 500 strawberry seeds. Can I even afford 500 strawberry seeds? I don't know. I'm also gonna buy like all kinds of different plants and stuff. All of the decorations. I don't think so, Mothman, no. It's just a little spring festival they do. They have a potluck and they have an egg hunt and they sell strawberry seeds. Maybe I'll just buy 300. I think 300 will be fine. Okay, we have max hearts with everybody here, so I don't really need to go around saying hi to everybody. Let's just go ahead and do the egg hunt. We'll try and get a prize ticket. Oh, Leo participates now? Aw. This is year 4, so I've heard this already many times. Okay, let's see if I can do this without a little guide. Oh, I went the wrong way already. Not a good start. 1 egg there. There's an egg up here usually. That's 3 eggs. I think I need 9 to win. Can't get... Oh yeah, I can't get around here. Okay, that's 4. We're moving a little slow, so I don't know if we'll win. 5. 6. 7. 8. Oh, can I find another one in time? Oh, I see it, but... Oh, I don't think we got it. I don't think we did it. Yeah. I let Abigail win this time. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't. I could restart, but all it is a prize ticket, and I can get those from doing quests. And I'm not really... I don't really care. We got the strawberry seeds. That's what we really needed. Okay, I'm also gonna store these plants and things for now. Strawberry seeds can go in here. Oh yeah, and the bunny. Alright, now let's hope for a rainy day tomorrow. Go to sleep. Day 14. We're halfway through spring. Time flies in Endgame. In the beginning, it just crawls, I swear. Drink coffee. Caroline gave me a parsnip. Tomorrow begins the 3-day festival. Oh, I forgot about the Calico Desert Festival. Okay, alright. I completely forgot about that. We're gonna have to do some Skull Cavern runs. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It is a little odd. Oh, wait, hold on. I have some wool to put in the little spinner. Or the loom, whatever it's called. Yeah. I wonder if the next update is going to have the children actually be able to grow up. It's true, Kit. It's true. We are thriving. Toxic said, I wish they will grow up. Fingers crossed. Yeah, that would be super cool. I'm excited to see what the new update is going to be. We may have to be waiting quite a while, though. It's so cool that this game still gets updates. By the way, welcome in, Toxic. Thank you for coming back. Thanks for being here. Just don't let them grow up to be cowboys. Oh my goodnesses. Underscore said, the question is, what would they do if they become full-on adults? Just hang out on the property and you can assign them chores? Maybe they have little story arcs and dialogues of their own. That'd be cool. Having some farmhands would be very nice. For sure. Oh my goodness, look at this. We're about to make so much money. Toxic said, of course, I'm glad to see you're live so I can chill and watch. Well, we are glad to have you here. Underscore said, it'd have to stay within the framework of Stardew, I guess. I don't think it would make a ton of sense for them to still be on the farm as adults. But, like, maybe have them at least grow up to be, like, children. Rather than just toddlers. You know what I mean. Gotta get all these strawberries in here. Stop trying to eat the strawberries. Just put them in the kegs. Boy, they. Oh, hold on. But strawberries are tasty? They are. Strawberries are very good. We'll just put that parsnip in there, I guess. Oh, wait. No, a parsnip, it goes in the preserve jars, not the kegs. Oops. Hold on. That's gonna bug me. I really just ran all the way back in there to grab one parsnip out. Okay, let's see. These are all still cooking, so we're gonna move on from that. Let's check on the greenhouse. Bunch of ancient fruit is ready. I need to get that iridium scythe. I should be getting pretty close to the next level of mastery. Yep, we're getting decently close. I'll be able to get the iridium scythe next. Okay. I think we grabbed all the ancient fruit. Let's grab the regular fruit. At some point, you've got to wonder, like, what the cost benefit is for harvesting things that are not as expensive. Like, is it really worth it for me to spend time harvesting the basic fruit trees when they're not really my money maker? Or is it, I don't know. I don't know what the math is. I'm sure someone has done the math. But I have not. The moonshiner of Hazard County? What? The phone's ringing. Let's see who it is. Pre-recorded message in a foreign language. You can't understand it at all. That's actually hilarious. Oop, I meant to put these in the kegs. Gotta put the ancient fruit in here. You think the overall goal is to harvest a little bit of everything? Well, yeah, but like... if you're trying to like maximize production and be as efficient as possible, I wonder at what point it becomes no longer worth it to harvest some of the less expensive crops. You know, if you're like min-maxing or whatever. Okay. Let's see. It's not raining, so we can't go fishing. Because the only fish we need in spring is no longer, or is only available during the spring. Let's go to the blacksmith real quick. Go visit Clint. Gotta pick up my iridium pan. There we go. And we only have 3 more tools we need to upgrade. It doesn't really matter which one I pick. Honestly, I don't really need iridium of any of those. But we're doing it just so we have everything maxed out. Let's go to the mines. We're gonna buy a ton of bombs. The reason we're doing that is because tomorrow is the festival, the Calico Desert Festival. So we need to go there. And we need to do a lot of mining to get calico eggs. Okay, the phone's ringing again. Oh, I missed it. Oh well. Okay, we've got plenty of bombs for the upcoming festival. We're gonna go to the desert real quick. Oh wait, hold on. I almost forgot what I actually need at the desert. I'm gonna trade jade for some staircases. I have 62 jade I can trade. So that's 62 staircases right there. Got that. We are prepped. Okay, that's done. Alright, let's see. Let's check on our Junimo huts, because I think that they harvested some stuff. Let's see, are these ready? Yeah. We'll help the Junimos out a little bit. They were apparently too tired to finish doing that. I think I've decided I don't like how it looks with the grass right here. I think it looks too messy. So I'm going to take that out. Oh, you know what? I actually need some cauliflower. For cooking. That was the whole point of me planting it. Good thing I didn't sell it. Just said hi to the cat. There we go. Have I unlocked all of the cooking recipes? I should have. Oh, I'm missing something. Am I just missing one? Uh-oh. Is it the triple shot espresso? I think so. I think it might be. Stardew recipe, triple shot espresso. Oh, it's exclusive to the Star Drop Saloon? Oh, okay. Well, that's easy to take care of. Let's go to the saloon. I'm pretty sure that's the only recipe I was missing, too. Aha! Here we go. Perfect. I believe we've unlocked every single cooking recipe now. It looks like we have. Cool. I wonder if I should do any cooking. I don't even know what of this I can actually make. Like what recipes I can even make. There's a lot. Maybe I'll just keep on hoarding ingredients for now. Okay, it's 6:40, so it's a little late to go start anything because we wouldn't really have a lot of time to do anything. So let's just go to sleep and start the Calico Desert tomorrow. Go to sleep. Oh my gosh, we made 300,000 from all that wine. Okay, it's the festival day. Say hi to the baby. Baby, don't go in Shane's room. It's a mess in there. Shane says I'm going out today. Okay, I'm gonna head straight to the festival, I think. Oh, there's some stuff back here. I don't want that there. Hold on. That was gonna bug me. Oh, it's salmonberry season. I always forget that's at the same time as the desert festival. I just left all my stuff behind. What a dummy. Would it be easiest just to start the day over or just go home? It'd probably, we'll just go home. I just left all my bombs and everything. Yeah, I just left everything behind. I was like, oh, I have an obelisk. I can do that instead of the bus. And I just left everything stairs. Yeah. What a dummy. Okay, hold on. We need cheese, of course, so that we don't die. We need all of the bombs and all the staircases. A farm totem wouldn't be a bad idea, just in case. I think that's it. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Okay. I can't do any of the other stuff yet. Catch 3 sandfish. We can do that while we're waiting. We have to wait till the festival officially starts. Okay, just gotta catch one more. Oh my god, stop catching algae. Got 25 calico eggs. Cool. Now before we go into the mines... Oh, there's Emily. She's just getting here. I was gonna say, we need to go down here to do Emily's little clothing thing. Come on, Emily, hurry up. Alright, let's see what outfit we got. What? What is this mess? A circuit board shirt, baggy pants, and goggles. I'll put my other clothes back on. These clothes are ugly. Okay, there we go. There's that. Let's get our cactus from the little cactus trader guy. It's like a little derpy looking cactus. Okay, there's that. closed until noon, okay? Let's talk to this guy. Apricot trees are spring. How many steps have I taken? I think it's always the or the second answer, but I don't know for sure. Let me see. Stardew. Steps taken. Often the middle value. Okay, let's try that. George's last name? I think it's Molnar. I'm looking it up. I don't even care if it's cheating. I don't even care. Molnar. I was right. Very good. I'm impressed with your knowledge, friend. Here's your prize. We just got 50 little calico eggs. Okay. Oh, let's get our food. Okay, I believe it's rare fruit and hot sauce that gives me luck and speed. Oh, get the challenge from Gil. Okay, or Marlin. How about a challenge? Descend and slay 10 mummies or reach level 30. Reach level 30 is probably better. Okay, let's drop all of our important stuff. I have a certain order I like to keep my stuff in. Oh, but you know what? I'm super dumb. Because this isn't actually the order that I put my stuff in. It's like this. Trying to get as far down as we can. No effect. +1 calico egg rating. We're flying through here. The bombs do harm the creatures, it just doesn't kill them because they're very strong. Fell 3 levels. Speed boost. Fell 13 levels. That's pretty good, actually. We only need to make it down 3 more levels to get the reward. Okay, we made it to floor 30, so anything extra we are doing right now is just a bonus. It'd be nice to get some prismatic shards. For sure. For enchanting. I am pretty good, but pretty tired. When you're tired, you play games instead of sleeping too. I could be stressing about my house being dirty, or I could be playing games, and I chose to play games. We are flying through the Skull Caverns. This area is infested. almost died. That was close. You used to have a roommate who would get super drunk and then do wild stuff, and then the next day while hungover they would clean our entire apartment like super thoroughly as an atonement for his sins. I was like, I can help, and he would say, did you sin before God with the Mr. Clean spray in his hand? And I would go, not cleaning worthy sins. That's awesome. An egg rating of 11 is not very high. There's like no rocks on this floor. But that makes it just harder. I would prefer when the rocks are all close together. No effect, just an extra egg rating, okay? Kit wants to know what wild stuff he did. Okay, since it's 9, let's leave the mine. I don't need that. I'll just get the rest tomorrow. Got a bunch of eggs and some espresso. I'm just gonna get rid of the crab cakes. Okay, let's see who the vendors are. Pam and Clint. Pam only sells alcohol. Okay, that tracks. And he only sells ore. But I don't need ore. Oh, well, I guess I'll buy coal. Alright, I'm gonna save the rest of my eggs for another day. Okay, do I need to do anything else? No. Don't think so. Oh, I just realized I didn't need to bring a totem with me because I can just use this guy. That's easier. What do you get from the calico eggs? Basically, all you get is whatever prizes the vendors are selling. Not calico cats, no. The different vendors offer different things. It just depends on which vendors are present. Every day there's 2 vendors from Pelican Town. And then there's the like, I don't actually know what he's supposed to be. He's like a shadow creature that sells some stuff. Or a shadowed figure. I don't know if he is one of the shadow creatures like Krobus or what. Okay, let's see. We'll put the cactus in here. Put my warp totem back because I don't need it. The clothing can go in here. Spicy eel can go in here. No calico cats? Aw, man. Did you get your free outfit from Emily? Yes, I did. I got a weird outfit. It was goggles and a circuit board shirt and baggy pants. And I got a free cactus, too. Welcome in, by the way, Ambivalent. Hope you are doing good today. Okay, let's see. So then in here, I put these. Okay. Put all of our ore and stuff in here. I need to organize this shed. It's a hot mess. I keep saying that and I haven't done it yet. Okay, jade can go in here. The emerald can get sold. Same with the amethyst. Diamond goes in here. And the espresso goes in here. Yeah, I do need to build lights as well. You're correct. Alright, I think that's good for tonight. Let's go to sleep. Go to sleep. Now the festival is 3 days long, so we have 2 more days. Say hi to the baby. Grab the coffee. Say hi to Shane. Check the mail. Caroline gave me a cauliflower, okay? I'm just gonna sell it. Because I don't feel like doing anything else with it. Okay. To the desert. I know. There's no bathrooms in this game. So it makes you wonder. We're going to try to catch a scorpion carp until everybody else gets here. And then we're going to move on and we will go into the mines. That could actually be a scorpion carp. That would be crazy. But I don't know if I can catch it. No. Not without a fancy bobber. This is just a sandfish. An ancient doll. I think I have one of those already. Okay, forget it. I don't want to catch a scorpion carp. I don't even want to. Reach level 30. Easy enough. Ben, you always have the wildest stories. Oh, yeah? Well, I bet you do too. I don't really have any wild stories. Fell down 3 levels. You feel like everyone has a lot of wild stories, they just have a lot of self-respect? I don't. Like, I'm sure you have a few you would never tell anyone that are amazing. I'm trying to think, honestly, Ben. Honestly, I'm not one of those people who, like, keep things to themselves. Like, I'm an open book kind of person. I don't really have a lot of I mean, I have, like, depressing stories from, like, dark times. But not really anything that's, like, wild. Because I just didn't really do anything wild when I was younger. Or now. Now I definitely don't do anything wild. I don't know. I can't really think of anything. Like, I'm not even just doing that to... I'm not even just saying that. I don't know that I have any stories. If I think of any, I'll tell you. We made it to floor 25. That's good. Oh, there we go. We fell 15 levels. Oh my gosh, that's the max. Cool, we're at level 40 already. That's awesome. It's only 9:40 a.m. Ben said, well, Jenna, if we ever meet in real life, TwitchCon, question mark? I'll trade you the good stories. Okay. That sounds fun. More monsters. What? Come on, cat statue. Why do you gotta do me like that? Fell 6 levels. Well, Ben, one time I hijacked a truck and robbed a bank. No one on stream would believe me. No, never robbed a bank. Coach said, I knew it! Oh my god, Ben! It was a fertility bank. What? Okay, here's another one of those holes. I just haven't done a lot of wild things. Like, I didn't get drunk for the first time until, like, I was, like, 25. And I'm 27 right now. More serpents. Just what we needed. JK, not what we needed. Oh, but all these calico eggs down here in the corner is what we needed. You did tell a story when I was just with some close streamer friends at TwitchCon, and everyone was so quiet in disbelief of my story, and I was omitting the like really crazy parts because I was embarrassed. And I thought, wow, the non-crazy parts are too crazy. I can never say the crazy parts. Kid said, Ben, I bet you're a really fun friend to have. From everything I know about Ben, Ben seems like a fun friend to have. Ben said no. Just no. No explanation, just no. Okay, Jenna, can I borrow some money? If I had money to lend you, I would. But I don't have any money. Smog said I can't imagine drunk Jenna. I get very sleepy. I'm not even mad we got more serpents, but I am mad about more monsters in general. Because more serpents I can just use to, more serpents I can use to finish up my monster slaying goals. Ben said, oh well. Ben also said, yeah, Jen, I spent all the nights of TwitchCon getting expensive speakeasy cocktails at the best places in San Diego. You gotta roll with me. I've never been to TwitchCon. I thought TwitchCon was just for the, like, super, super famous people. I don't know. I don't know the rules. Oh, I should probably eat some cheese before I die. Okay. Egg rating of 18. Ah! That's not good. Oh, that's not good. That's really not good. Oh, God. Oh, here we go. We're fine. Oh, look. The sound when the mummies die is really sad. Ben said, I only went last year and I thought it was going to be smelly, full of weirdos, but it was so cool. Everyone was so nice and down to earth and real, and I was blown away. That sounds great. If only we could find out who was murdering the mummies. I know. San Diego. I'll just put on my throne wish list a TwitchCon ticket. I don't even think you can do that, but that would be hilarious. Oh boy, that is a lot of monsters. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ah! Alright, we're gonna eat. Back up. Back up. Ah, run away. Jumping. Running away. That's a bit of a drive for me, Kit said. San Diego is a pretty big drive from me, but it's, I mean, I do live in California, so it's not like the worst. It's not as bad as like living in another state. Callie drove you? It is Callie, right? I think that's what KP calls Sly's Fox. Maybe that's too familiar since I don't know her. I'll just call her Sly's Fox, unless told otherwise. Oh, here we go. Wow, without even really using any staircases, we're already down to floor 70, well, now 73. Oh, this is actually great. I need to kill a bunch of these Pepper Rex dudes. Oh no. Eat cheese, eat cheese. I need to kill a whole bunch of these Pepper Rexes, so this is a great floor to have stumbled across. As long as I don't die. Hey, we got a dino egg. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me pause and catch up on chat here. Let me see. The entire time Callie was driving, I was gossiping with her, and then when I got to TwitchCon, I was bringing up the gossip, but not enough to alert the person it was about, but enough to make Callie upset. And that was 10 out of 10 best Twitch trolling. Oh my gosh. Underscore said the fire from the dinosaur helps melt the cheese that's already inside you. Room for more cheese. Genius. Very genius. Okay, I think I can think of some wild stories, but they're not like gonna be super wild. They're just like mildly wild. They're like mildly wild for me. Okay, prismatic shard. Yes. Okay, but in order to share the stories, I have to first get to a safe spot. Because I can't really focus on my mildly wild stories and also on trying to survive the skull cavern. So stay tuned, ladies and gents. Okay, but if one of them is like, one time I jaywalked, I'm gonna cheer bits in protest. One time I jaywalked. Oh my god. Okay, all of these creatures are starting to really get on my nerves here. Okay. Let's see. Jenna loves pizza after dark. I know, it's a late night stream, so we're going to tell wild stories. Some mildly wild stories. I just need to clarify that, because y'all are going to get your hopes up, and it's going to be, like, super tame. Probably. Yeah, some of you will think it's super tame. Oh my god, there are way too many monsters in here. Okay, let's go ahead and just make it to the next floor. Did we just get another prismatic shard? I think we did. Leave the mine. Okay, what do I need room for this stuff? Well, hold on. Let me see. I can toss the bug meat. That's not what I meant to do. I can toss the bug meat. I can toss the cave carrot. I can toss the single cloth. That'll give me a little more room. I'll grab the rest of my tools on the last day. Egg rating of 24. Let's see. We got more calico eggs. Let's go. What else do we get? Oh, more freaking espresso. I don't need espresso. I don't want espresso. I'm indifferent to the espresso. Alright, whatever. We'll get rid of some copper ore. Alright, let's see. Let's see who the merchants are. Gus and Caroline. Alright, Gus, what do we got? A dusty skull and some food. I don't really need a dusty skull, but I'm guessing this is the only way to get it. So we probably need to toss something. Alright, dusty skull. Let's see what Caroline's got. Exotic Palace. It's a furniture item. Also green tea. And a classic lamp. Okay. I definitely need more room then. Alright, well, whatever. I'll just get rid of all of these. And I think that's everything that I can get rid of. If I could get rid of one more thing, that would be good. Oh, bat wings. We can get rid of bat wings. Alright. 1 green tea. Alright, let's take this stuff home. Underscore said, one time during an extremely severe blizzard, I put out a pizza delivery order to every pizza restaurant nearby just to see if any of them made it. None of them showed up, and I got refunded for all of them. Wow. I'm kind of glad they didn't show up, though, because imagine if, like, somebody got stuck in the storm, and then you hear about a pizza delivery driver dying, and then you just, like, live with that guilt for the rest of your life. That was so dark. Oh my god. Sorry guys. Or like 15 pizza delivery drivers dying. Yeah. I know. Every pizza delivery man died today. I know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be so dark. But I was just thinking, like, imagine the guilt you would feel. I'm like, why are they even open? I knew none of them would bring me a pizza pie. Alright, we're gonna ship this green tea. We're just gonna put the dino egg in here. Maybe they were open for people close by. Probably. Okay, goggles go in here. Furniture items go in here. Gems that I don't need go in here. Tools, those go in there. Let's go put the ore away. I'm stalling on my wild story because I'm worried it's not wild enough. Okay, here's a wild story. A wild story. This is my most wild story I can think of right now. And it's not even me who did most of the wild stuff, so I don't know if it counts. But here we go. Here's story time with Jenna. Okay. So, one time, when I was in community college, this was the first time that I was in community college. I was like 17 or 18 at this time. I was in this big group of friends. We'd been friends through high school, and we were all hanging out at this one guy's house. And this guy had a younger sister. And the younger sister went to bed early because she wasn't feeling good. And we all knew that wasn't true. It was really so that her boyfriend could sneak back into the house and they could spend some alone time together. So, everyone was like, oh, interesting. Let's find out what's going on. So the boys, the group of boys, went around to the side of the house and saw that there was a ladder up to her room. So they decided it would be really funny if we moved the ladder so that he couldn't get back out. Her boyfriend couldn't get back out. He'd have to go back through the house. So they moved the ladder. Then they decided this wasn't good enough. They decided they needed to do some more trolling on this girl's boyfriend. So they decided they were going to find his car. So they drove around the neighborhood until they found his truck, because they knew what his truck was. And they were like, all right, awesome. Let's prank him. So we all drove to Walmart. And we got all kinds of stuff. And they got, like, all kinds of stuff for TPing the car, like toilet paper. They got saran wrap. They got freaking maple syrup to put on the car. They got Oreos to crush up on the car. They got all kinds of stuff. And of course they didn't pay for it. And I didn't steal anything. For the record, I did not steal a thing. But some of them stole some stuff. They just walked right out of Walmart with their toilet paper. And this was before COVID, so you could walk out of the store with toilet paper and nobody batted an eye. So anyway, then we go back to this guy's truck, and we saran wrapped it and put toilet paper all over it and all this stuff. And the wildest part of this story is that one of the guys decided that it would be hilarious to stand on top of the truck and pee on the back windshield. At this point, you can see probably it's going too far. So he got up there on the top of the truck and peed over the back. Now this is the part I'm not sure I should tell, but I'm going to tell anyway because he'll never know I told. So then he decided that it would be even funnier to take a dump and put the poop on the car. So he literally went to one of the neighborhood houses, squatted behind a bush, took a dump, and then put the poop on the car. At this point, you can see it has gone too far. Most of us were just like, what is going on right now? The rest of the time we were laughing, having a good time, but then we were like, what? What is happening? So anyway, that was the wild story. I told you, I didn't do a lot of stuff in it. It was mostly a wild story of people around me. Anyway, the girl, the sister the next day was furious. hilarious. And she didn't, the best part was they didn't realize that the shit on the car wasn't actual shit on the car. They thought that it was like, somehow, she wasn't the brightest. She thought it was like cookies that had burnt up in the campfire that we were using in the backyard. And so she thought that they put cookies on the car or something. Anyway, nobody would admit that they were involved in this, even though obviously they were involved in this. I mean, come on. So, anyway, that was the story. She was furious though. Shitting cookies. I don't know how. She wasn't the brightest. How she knew that, or how she didn't know that was shit, I don't know. So anyway, there you go. There's a wild story for you. Was that good enough? Was that wild enough? I don't know. I don't know if that's pretty wild. Okay. Alright, nice. Let me see. Smock, dude. Haley said, this story is so crazy, Jenna. Oh my gosh. Underscore said, I wanted to add a twist to this story. If it turns out it wasn't the boyfriend's car and some obese middle-aged man in a bathroom comes rushing towards you shouting, what the hell are you doing to my truck? No, they knew for sure it was his truck. Because it was like one of those fixer-upper cars, so like they knew for sure. Kit said you had wild friends. That says a lot about you. Sniperman Boss said just as bad as my friend who streaks down the street. Ben said wild enough for me, and Haley said that was wild for sure. Cool. I had one wild story. I'll try and think of another one since it's a late night Jenna stream. I'll try and think of more wild stories. I don't know that I'll get anywhere near as wild as that one, but we'll see. All right. Any socks? I'm not wearing any socks again. I know. I need to buy some more variety of socks so that when you guys redeem the sock thing, you can actually see something other than my bluey socks. I'm actually planning, I was thinking about that today. I was like, I bet I could probably buy some socks and I could, with my Twitch payout, because I do need more socks. Jenna loves pizza after dark. I should make like a short intro for this segment of your stream. That would be awesome. Jenna after dark. That's hilarious. I literally one time thought it would be pretty hilarious to get some alcohol and drink it during my stream and have you guys have like a redeem for making me take sips of it. I thought that would be pretty funny to do one time, but I feel like I would just get sleepy and not be able to play any video games. Go to sleep for the night. Yes. Can't even focus on the game. I'm so distracted by all of you. By the way, if I keep itching my knee, it's because I have an ant bite. Sniffle, sniffle. Put specifically 2 children to bed. It's time for Jenna after dark. Drunk Jenna, question mark? Oh my goodness. Ben said, I did a charity stream and I made like 50 Jello shots and I was doing them for donations and like after 15 of them I was pretty loopy. That's a fun idea. Underscore said, we'll make you wear one of those stupid baseball caps with beer can holders and straws attached to it. Oh, goodness gracious. Alright, we're drinking the coffee. Caroline gave me a freaking parsnip. I don't want a parsnip, Caroline. Goodness gracious. Somebody needs to teach this girl what proper gift etiquette is. I don't know what proper gift etiquette is, but I do know it's not to give me a parsnip every day. Back to the desert. Oh, I forgot to get an outfit yesterday. Oops. Oopsie. Ben said, I also did a stream where I ate a pot brownie and said I would end stream only when I was too high. And like it had no effect on me for like an hour and a half. And then it hit all at once and I was just like staring at my OBS. And then like every 5 minutes I was like, oh, are we live? Oh my goodness. Okay, so this one's a little trickier. It doesn't have one to descend to a certain floor level, but slaying 10 purple slimes shouldn't be too hard. I think I'm gonna do that one, because iridium ore can be hard to come by sometimes. Purple slimes are pretty common. So let's accept this quest. And now we shall head into the mines. Oh, wait. JK, I need some food. Okay, let's see. Rare fruit and hot sauce. Okay, here we go. I should probably organize this. Here's some purple slimes. So, is it the little purple slimes or the big purple slimes? Oh, I've already slayed three. Okay, all right, we're good. So it's kind of both. Alright, here we go. Fell 4 levels. Monsters do more damage? What? Come on! That's awful! There we go. Let's see. Smog said, Stephen King has a book, and then there was a movie made of it, of a cursed car that some bullies crashed and took a dump on, and then the car by itself hunted and killed them. Hopefully the guy's truck didn't do that. Oh no! What's the name of that again? I think I've heard of that. It's like the car's name or something. Speed boost. All right. Christine. Yeah, that's right. I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it. of the slime so we can just focus on our calico egg rating or whatever it's called. Ben said I just wrote that in a random Discord because I wasn't paying attention. We made floor 15. Not nearly as good as yesterday's, but still not bad. There we go. Now that I've gotten used to them, the skull cabin runs are kind of fun. But it took a while to get used to them. Fell 8 levels. No effect, just an extra egg rating boost. Okay. Sniperman Boss said, my grandfather owned that car in real life, the 1958 Plymouth Fury back in 1958. The noise they make sounds creepy. And Kit said, I need to go to bed before I can't. Good night, partiers. Good night, Kit. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Hold on, I just saw a cat statue. No effect, just an extra egg rating. Okay, there we go. Got a better egg rating again. The little green guys still have iridium on them. Oh, I didn't realize that. I thought once I broke their shell, it didn't do anything anymore. Thank you for telling me that. I appreciate it. That's useful to know. You used to let them go too? I have got to leave this ant bite alone, but I cannot. I just cannot. I don't have the strength. Fell 4 levels. Okay, we're on floor 33. Not great, but not terrible either. Calico eggs. game on the ant fights? That'd be smart. Wait. Not dealing with that. What is this? It is a Wicked Chris? A level 8 dagger. Okay, interesting. Never had one of those before. Well, we're not getting very lucky on this floor. Oh, my luck buff ran out. Here we go. Let's eat some spicy eel. That'll help. I missed a rock and it's bugging me, but I also don't want to go back for it. Oh, here we go. Fell 3 levels. Okay, I think since it's 7:40, let's actually get out of here. I don't have room in my inventory again. Will I ever have room in my inventory? I'm just gonna sell the gems anyway. There we go. Haley said, I gotta go for the night, but I should be getting your sticker in the mail tomorrow. Yay! Thanks again for the stream. As always, good night, Jenna. Good night, Haley. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Okay, we got a bunch of calico eggs. And some more triple shot espresso that I don't need. I'm just gonna trash it. I don't need it. Okay, let's see. Alex. Alex has a bat. Okay. My inventory is full though. I'll get rid of some copper ore. Okay, let's see what Leah has. A whittler and a bookcase and a bunch of hardwood. Cool. I need to make room for 2 slots. Okay, there we go. Let's see. I'm out of room, so we can't do the little clothing thing right now. Return to Stardew. Can't really do anything else with these calico eggs besides sell them. We'll put these in here. I can save them for next time? I thought you can't. I was pretty sure you could not save them. I will save them though if you think I can save them. I'm pretty sure they disappear. Just getting my inventory cleaned up here. There's that. I have not played Valheim. I don't know where you heard that, Ben. No, I am not. I might love it. What is it? Because I don't know. Oh wait, this needs to go in here. This needs to go in here. And the bookcase goes in here. You're a Viking in the afterlife and you're trying to kill 6 big bosses and put their trophies onto these pillars. And if you do that, I think you go to Valhalla. Oh, okay. Alright. I will have to look into it. I don't know anything about it. But it's very hard to do. You need to like farm and build towns and portals and explore on big Viking ships. You've only played it with like huge teams. Okay. That's the problem for me. Multiplayer games, I don't have like a lot of time to play with other people. Because I always have, well, I do, but I'd have to be like, it would just be my streaming time, you know what I mean? Hi, KP. Welcome in. You can play it solo, but I think it's more fun with like 6 people. I don't even know 6 people. I don't even know 6 people at all in ever. No, I just mean I don't have 6 friends to play with. KP said, "How are you doing tonight?" I'm doing pretty good. A little bit tired. You missed the crazy story. You missed the wild story, KP. This is called, what did you call it, Ben? You said Jenna loves pizza after dark? Yeah. You missed it. I'll have to come up with more funny stories to tell you. More wild stories. Jenna loves pizza after dark, yeah. Okay, let's see. Ben told me that you had one, but I'll look at the VOD. Okay. Cool. Cool. He gave you the timestamp? Awesome. Alright, let me think if I have another good story. Do I have another good story? I don't have a lot of wild stories. That's the problem. But, let me see. So I mentioned that I had not been drunk until I was 25. And then I did it just because, so my cousin is my friend, and we're very, very close. We're practically like brother and sister. We're so close. And he wanted to know what it was like when I was drunk. He was like, "Okay, you need to try this." And I was like, "Okay, fine." So I finally agreed. And I was like, "Okay, I'm 25. I can go ahead and get drunk now." And so it wasn't a super crazy story, except for the amount that I drank. So we went to like this fancy little bar, and I had 2 mixed drinks. And so I didn't feel anything. I was like, 2 mixed drinks, and I drank them relatively fast. I mean, it wasn't like I chugged them, but it wasn't like super slow either. So I drank some mixed drinks. We were there for maybe an hour and a half, and I drank both of those. It might have been closer to an hour than an hour and a half. Anyway, so then I was driven home. I did not drive. I was driven home, or to his house. And then I want to say, I believe if I remember correctly, I think I had 7 shots. I don't remember what the drink was that I was drinking, though. That's the problem. But it was 7 shots. And every time I would do it, I was like, I don't feel anything. I feel fine. I did drink them relatively close together, though, and I think that's why I wasn't feeling them. But between each one, I waited like a good 20 or 30 minutes, I think. And I was not feeling anything. So finally, at 7 shots and 2 mixed drinks, so we're guessing around 9 shots worth of alcohol, I finally started feeling something. And not only did I feel something, but it all caught up to me at once. And I was drunk. So we were playing Yahtzee, and my cousin has a video of me, and I'm just sitting there like this. And then I catch him videoing me, and I'm like, I start laughing at him. Yeah, we were playing Yahtzee. I think I won, actually, which is the crazy part. I'd never played it before, and I think I won. So yeah, we played Yahtzee, and then apparently I was so drunk that Ryan and my cousin had to carry me to the car. I obviously have no memory of that. And then the next day I woke up, no hangover. Nothing. If anything, I was still a little drunk. And I got 10 hours of sleep. Yeah, no hangover or anything. So, yeah, that's the story of the first time that I got drunk. So, yeah, nope, no hangover, nothing. Yeah, and so then I think I've been drunk 5 or 6 more times since then. No, probably 5, probably not 6, probably 5 more times. And every time that I got drunk, I got blackout drunk. Don't Don't know. I just did. But apparently I'm one of those drunks that you cannot tell them what to do. You can't tell me what to do anyway when I'm not drunk. So, yeah. Like Ryan would be like, okay, Jenna, you need to go to bed. And I'd just lay on the floor and be like, no. And I would ragdoll and he'd try to pick me up. And I'd be like limp. I'd be like, carry me to bed. And he'd try to carry me and I was like limp. And then, so one time I went to a party. It was for my friend's birthday party. And I got drunk there. And my friend, I was like, I'm done drinking. I've had enough. Here, have my cup. And I gave it to my friend. It was her birthday. And I gave it to my friend. So she was drinking it. And I went, and there was nowhere to sit because it was like a big party. So I sat down in the corner next to the couch. And I fell asleep on the ground in the corner. And my friend was on like drunk person patrol because it's a party, right? So she's trying to keep track of everybody. So she was going around. And she saw me sitting there. And right next to me on the couch was a completely sober guy. And she was like, what are you doing? Let her sit down. And so she like kicked him out of the chair, sat me down there. And then I was like, oh, is that the drink I gave you earlier? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, thanks. And I took it and I drank the rest of it, even though she'd been drinking from it. And I remember her face and the guy next to her were like, and then she was like, okay, Jenna, you need to rest. So she took me into this other room and she had me lay down on the couch and she's like, you go to sleep. And, well, I apparently cannot be told what to do when I am drunk. So I got up and I went back in the other room. And so she was like, what are you doing? And I was like, I don't know. I don't even remember what I said. I was like, I don't know. But I can't be told what to do apparently when I'm drunk, so. And then another time, apparently I have a couple of stories, but they're all from when I was drunk, and it was all during this one, like, period of, like, 2 years, where I got drunk, like, 5 times, and, yeah, I mean, nothing super wild. The drunk years, yeah. But since Jenna was like, I got no stories, and here we are with stories. See, you have a bunch. I don't know if this is a bunch. The drunk years. Jenna was basically a French painter. What else did I miss here? KB said 2 of the times were when you had your kids. Sorry, I'll stop. No. The Jenna game's catching alcohol. But yeah, let me think. Oh yeah, there was this one other time when I was drunk. My friends were like, let's get some alcohol between classes because we had dance classes and we had a night dance class. It was hip hop, but we had 3 hours in between our last class and this hip hop class. So they were like, let's go get some alcohol. So we went and we got some alcohol and I had to buy it because, well, maybe I shouldn't say that. I was older, so I bought the alcohol. I shouldn't admit that on here. Never do... I can't even with a straight face. Don't do that. Don't do what I didn't say. Anyway. So anyway, then we drank our alcohol, and I was like not really feeling it because I drank it really fast. And I was like, okay, let's go ahead and go to dance. And we went to hip hop, and I was drunk. And I wasn't blackout drunk, but I was definitely drunk. And I don't know, it must have been very obvious to everyone because I'm loud when I'm drunk as well. I mean, I'm loud in real life, like when I'm not drunk. So, yeah. Anyway, we did a whole hip hop class drunk. It was definitely interesting. I'm loud on stream. Yeah, it's true. Ben said Jenna blacked out and won the state hip hop dance championship. Goodness gracious. Welcome into Putty Kitty. Sorry, we are doing well, we've apparently introduced a new segment called Jenna Loves Pizza After Dark. So I'm trying to think of the wildest stories that I have and tell them. I really don't have too many. I think I've told I told one story where I was sober, and then I've told like 2 or 3 stories where I was drunk, and that's really all I've got. I don't think I have any more. I'll keep thinking though. But yeah, this is what you came into the stream for. Is just some randomness here. All right, let's see here. You're vibing with it? Okay, cool. Jenna told a story where she ran over her grandmother with her cat one time when she was drunk. I did no such thing. I did no such thing. Okay, let's see here. It is raining, so we can go fishing. See, she doesn't even remember it. Jody gave me some basic retaining soil, which I really don't need. Ben said, thanks for sharing, Jenna. I love it. You're welcome, Ben. I've had a good time. It was fun sharing the wild stories. If I think of any more, I'll let you know. Okay, let's take care of our animals. You get super giggly if you drink and very huggy. I would say the best word for what I get when I am drunk, besides loud, would probably be obstinate. My husband tries to tell me to do something and I'm like, no! Make me! Your best word might be affectionate. That's good as long as you're not, like, affectionate to a bunch of strangers that aren't, and as long as you have people to make sure you're safe. But otherwise, that's a nice kind of drunk, I'd say. And that's why you don't drink with strangers. Right, exactly. Excuse me, goat. And you end up singing Disney songs and telling people you love them. That's so sweet. See, that's just endearing. KP was like, so you're like drinking with your friends and then all of a sudden it dawns on me that you really love your friends. Ben said, I think statistically strangers are less likely to play Yahtzee with you while drunk. Okay, let's see. We got all these truffles here. Let's go ahead and put these in here. Hello, Kermit. Welcome in. You said, did you see the final trailer for the Mandalorian movie is out? Did you see the Mandalorian show? I don't know what I'm like drunk because I have not drank enough to get drunk ever. Okay, so to answer those questions, I watched The Mandalorian show seasons 1 and 2, really liked it. I didn't watch season 3. And I have not seen the final trailer for The Mandalorian movie. And you don't know what you're like when you're drunk? I got drunk just to see what it was like when I was drunk. And then I think I got drunk like 5 other times, that's it. But typically, I do not drink. I actually don't like the taste of alcohol, so that's why I don't get drunk unless I intentionally try to get drunk. And that was just for funsies. Let's see. Here we go. KP hasn't seen the final trailer yet. Putty Kitty said, OMG, I love you so much. Like, so much. Can we please hug forever? See, that's just so sweet. Ben said, I hope Star Fox shows up in Mandalorian too. Somehow I don't think that's going to happen. But you never know. Okay, let's check on our sheds. They're probably done. Oh, they're actually not done. Okay. Well, at least the keg shed was not, but this one is. You hope that Star Fox shows up in Project Hail Mary? I want to see that movie very much. It looks good. Oops, I didn't mean to eat that. Wait. Okay. Let's see. I've got a bunch of stuff in here I can put in the jars. Kermit said, I almost got to drink in Germany when I was 16. My parents was going to let me drink as well, but I chickened out at the last second. That's cool you've been to Germany. Ben said it was very good, and Kermit said Project Hail Mary was kind of boring. I've heard all good things about it, with the exception of you, Kermit. You're the only one I've heard that said it was boring, so I'll have to watch it for myself and let you guys know what I think. You do hate the Mario movie? The new Super Mario Bros. One? Or what are you talking about? Is that even out yet? I thought it wasn't out. Mario Galaxy. Oh, okay. You didn't like it? And Putty Kitty said I saw it and hated it too. No! I'm so disappointed because I really loved the first one. No! Rip. KP said I just made a huge funny chat message about it. Did I miss that? Oh, here we go. Ben is the #1 hater of the Super Mario Galaxy movie. He has sent multiple threats to Nintendo and said, and they say, if you don't stop putting characters in your movies, I'm going to be really angry. Then he farts in the letter before he sends it so it has that smell. Wow, KP. Ben said, sorry, KP. No one has time for jokes in this stream. Jenna is a serious streamer. Okay. No time for jokes. We always have time for KP jokes in here. Always. Okay. I feel like I have no idea what I'm actually working on in this game anymore. As far as today's stream goes, because I am so focused on just hanging out with chat right now. You guys are great. Okay, we do need to go fishing, though. That is one thing I do know we need to do. Let's see. Putty Kitty redeemed Hydrate. Thank you. There we go. We're going to grab all of this stuff so that we can go try and catch the legend fish. Let's see if we can do this. Ben said, can you do a chat members tier list? Like ranking them by how much I like them, or what do you mean? KP said, oh, chat moved on. Hold on. I'll scroll over to it in a second. Yeah, oh my gosh, Ben. I most certainly cannot do that. Okay, let me read chat here. I need to make chat bigger so I can keep up. I know, it's just like a tiny little box in my OBS here. But I don't know that I can make it bigger. Oh wait, hold on. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, actually I made it a little bit bigger, but it's still not big enough. You send very long chats, KP. You said, I will say I haven't seen the new Mario movie yet, but I extremely liked the first one, and I honestly think people are shitting on it too much, but I could change my mind after seeing it. I loved the first one, so I'm hoping it's not that bad, but now I'm worried. Kermit said, I've been to Austria on the Germany trip. We went to an active palace. We never saw anyone royal, but in a stairway to an off-limits part, I heard a distant TV or radio. Cool. Putty Kitty said, if you like the Super Mario Galaxy games, I think you'd hate the movie completely, honestly. Yeah, I never played it either, KP. Putty Kitty said, sometimes reading chat is easier on phone for me. I loved the first one, but they disrespected big character. Oh no. Not good. Not good! Well, I'll have to see it. I'll have to see it and let you guys know what I think. Okay. We are trying to hook the legend. Okay, this is not the legend. The legend will have a little crown. But wow, if that was the largemouth bass, I'm hoping the legend won't be too hard to catch. A golden treasure chest. That's a lame golden treasure chest. Gotta be locked in, guys. I'll catch up on chat in a second. I gotta be locked in so I can catch this legend. If we can even hook it. Still haven't hooked it. Hopefully I'm doing this right. Oh, here we go. Holy monkeys. This is with the trap bobber? Holy monkeys. Holy monkeys. Oh my god. 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 This is difficult. Ah! We got it! Yay! Oh my god, I'm so excited. Wow, it is a good thing we used the trap bobber for that. Okay, let me catch up on chat here. Sorry, I'm behind, guys. Okay, let me see. Ben said, I don't like the Mario Galaxy movie for many reasons that I can go into, but I don't want to, like, spoil it or influence others. Yeah, don't spoil it. I got a no spoilers rule. Not that you were going to, but, yeah, so I'll watch it and then we can discuss it, Ben. Kermit said, I've also been to Buckingham Palace in England. The parts we toured were actually dark and dreary. I don't know why that was. KP said, I mean, the Mario movies are subjective. You either hate them or love them. There does not seem to be an in-between. Ben said, but I wrote a lot about it in my friend's Discord. Of like 50 people were adding me and complaining about me, but not what I said, which was telling. Oh, that's rude. I don't like that. Yeah, just because somebody has an opinion doesn't mean you need to come at the person themselves and their character. That's dumb. KP said, also I write big messages because I have a lot to say. Oh yeah, KP, I'm not complaining about your big messages. I appreciate talking to you, so you type away. Kermit said, in the German trip, we did not have AC, and the very first night was very miserable. We had to get fans the next day. Oof. That does sound miserable. Although, isn't it not super hot in Germany? I don't know. I live in a place where it gets up to, like, 100 degrees for, like, a third of the year. So, I guess, like, for me, I'd be like, oh, if it's not 100 degrees, it's not that hot. I don't know. Ben said, also, a lot of people kept saying their kids loved it and that was good enough for them. And I kept saying, it's not really good for, I don't really go to your kids for movie reviews. Yeah, I think, the thing is that there's plenty of kids movies that are good for both kids and adults. And plenty of kids movies that are extremely well done. I mean, look at Pixar movies, just as an example. I love Pixar movies. So it's possible for a kids movie to also be great. It doesn't have to be crappy just because it's only for kids. Hello, Fabi Quest. Welcome in. You said, hello, Jenna. I'm happy and glad to see you. And Fabi Quest said, it's rare, but it's awesome. Love the emotes. And Fabi said, I wish you a nice weekend. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, not Iridium Star Legend. Toss it back. Thank you guys for the GGs. I appreciate it. KP said, exactly like I will say Ben's take of the new Mario movie sucks, but I would never say Ben himself sucks. I'm saying his take sucks. I'm not saying his take sucks yet. 100%, 1,000%. It's a gold star legend, though. That's pretty good. Okay. This is very exciting. I'm glad that I got this. We have officially caught all the fish that we can catch in spring. Ben said, but like I felt funny that they didn't address my issues. They were, again, like, my kids liked it, Ben, so I can ignore your argument, which was like, okay, well, I'm not being disingenuous, so it's weird to me, but oh well. Yeah, that is very odd. That is very odd. The only time I would ever be like, oh, you're, you suck for your take is if I was just joking around with somebody and they would know I was joking around very clearly. Okay. We will save these other trap bobbers and curiosity lure. We'll save those for when we catch more legendary fish. Am I losing my voice right now? What is this? My voice is getting a little raspy. Hold on. Let me see here. Bobby said, how is the weather in your place? Is it warmer a little bit? I don't know where you live, so I can't compare it to where you are, but the weather here, I live in like a desert, so it's pretty much, it gets up to like 100 and it's gotten up to like 110 in the summers, and the coldest it really gets would be at night and like 30 degrees in the winter, 30 degrees at night in winter. So, but even then we don't really have a lot of seasons. It's kind of just like winter, we have like a month of spring, and then summer, and then a month of fall, and then winter. And even then, it's not very cold winters. It does not snow where I live. Kermit said the German, Germany was where the World Cup was at the time, so we heard a lot of people celebrating because the window was open the first night. I had no idea who won. Wild to go to Germany during the World Cup, but not go to the World Cup. That's crazy. Ben said, I don't think I've ever caught a legend of any fish, of any star, so sorry to tease you. Oh, no, you're fine. I appreciate the teasing. I am amused. Losing my voice, better toss back 7 shots. KP said, I hate it when people just don't say their opinion. Like, I love SpongeBob, but my mom hates it and is adamant about it, so at least she has an opinion, but that isn't solely based on her kids liking it. Fair enough. Kermit said, the only time I ever drank alcohol was at my brother's wedding. Also, I used to watch SpongeBob many years ago, and I gradually stopped watching it. KP knows this already, but I don't care for SpongeBob. It's not my kind of humor. I find it to be really dumb. And I find his voice to be very annoying. Stepford in Boston, I quit drinking 14 years ago. I was drinking so much I had alcohol poisoning. It was not fun. Never again. I was sick. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It can definitely be a big problem. If not used in moderation. For sure. Wow, KP. Wow. Ben said, I don't think I've ever watched SpongeBob on TV. It's always random clips on social media, but I did like the first movie. I haven't seen the movies. I've just seen some shows. Like, when I was a kid, it would always be on in the doctor's office or whatever. My mom didn't let us watch SpongeBob because she thought it was really dumb as well, and so I didn't watch it as a kid. But I remember I would watch it, and I'd be like, what is even happening right now? Kermit said early SpongeBob was good. And Cyberman Boss said he loved Pinky and the Brain. I've never seen that. Never seen that one. Okay, guys, give me just a second. I'm going to take a short break, find out how things are going for my husband, if my baby is sleeping, all that good stuff. And I will be back. See you guys in just a few. friends, I am back. Okay, let me catch up on my chat here. Let's see. Ben said, I like Jenna's music. It feels like Bewitched. Sniperman Boss said, I remember Bewitched. Old school. Ben said, I feel like we need to make her a little animation that loops. If only someone could animate. Some kind of Ben animator. Who could do Ben animations? I don't know what kind of animation you want there, but, heck, if you make something, maybe I'll put it up. Sniperman Boss said, I know a streamer got a song made for his stream by a viewer. Ben said, weird, maybe one day. KP said, I guarantee you Jenna doesn't know of Bewitched, or at least not the old TV show. I know of Bewitched. I've never seen it. I couldn't tell you what it's about, besides that I think there's probably some witches in it. But, Jenna, watch the intro of Bewitched and tell me it doesn't feel like this. Okay, I'll watch it. Let's see. What about I Love Lucy? What a classic. I've seen I Love Lucy, yeah. Ben said I was going to make a Jenna fan animation. Sniperman Boss said Jenna's followers say 555. KP said, I loved that show when I was a kid. I'm not that old, but reruns were on at 7 a.m. in the morning on Hallmark back in the day. Ah, Hallmark. Welcome back, our magnificent streamer. You do? I do. Sniperman Boss said, I'm in my late 30s. I watched as a kid. KP said, it's very good. That and I Dream of Jeannie. I haven't seen that one. But I know of it. But yeah. Okay, let's see here. Let's do that. These are TV shows. Yes, Now, Jenna. Oh, by the way, I thought of some more... Well, Ryan helped me think of some more wild stories. There's not very many, and they're not probably as wild as the ones I already told, but I have a couple more. So if you want to hear them, let me know. Okay, there's that. I am losing my voice, though, so I don't know how much longer I can stream. I don't know why I'm losing my voice. Probably from all the laughing. Now, Jenna, TV shows are a shorter form of episodic movies. Wow. Wow, KP. You being a smart ass right now? I said it. I said what I said. Smog said, if I want to listen, of course I do. Okay. Well, one of the stories isn't actually my story. It's Ryan's story. But the other stories are my stories. And they're not, like, wild. They're not as wild. So just be prepared. They're not as wild. But they are some crazy stories. Okay, let me finish harvesting my ancient fruit. Because I apparently can't talk and harvest ancient fruit at the same time. Apparently. Who you calling a smartass? Nobody. Nobody. Of course, nobody. I would never say such a thing. JK, Jenna loves pizza after dark. Of course I would. Can't chew bubblegum and walk at the same time? I can. Is that a reference to something, though? I don't know. OMG. OMG, oh no, it is a reference to something and I don't know it. Oh dear. Oh dear. What is it a reference to? I think I have another mastery thing I can do. You said you couldn't pick berries and talk at the same time. No, I got that. I got that part. I just thought that the bubblegum and walking thing was like maybe a reference. A certain reference. You were making fun of my inability to multitask. How rude, KP. Okay. Alright. Let me check my mastery thing and then we'll have some story time with Jenna. Okay, so in here we're going to learn the recipe for the Statue of Blessings and we're going to also be able to get the Iridium Scythe. And we can now find golden animal crackers, which permanently doubles the farm animal's produce. Doesn't work on pigs. Okay. Claimed. We now have an iridium scythe. Kermit said, in England, the place we stayed at, the room overlooks the alley, and every night the light in the alley went on. I never saw anything, but I also never looked hard. In the alley? What were you expecting to see, Kermit? KP said, everyone says that is an insult to someone's ability to multitask. Oh, I got you. I did not know that. I was not aware. Okay, so we can put our golden scythe in here. And just use our iridium scythe now. Very exciting. Let's see if we can craft the Statue of Blessings. Oh, but first I said a story. Okay. So, I have several stories. I'll just share one right now. This story is not as wild, but it is still kind of wild. So, story time with Jenna. So, one time, my mom had surgery for a deviated septum. So, it's like something's wrong with the little thing in between your nostrils or in your sinuses or some such. I don't know exactly how it works, but anyway, look up a deviated septum if you want to know a more scientific term than something I don't know. So anyway, she had a deviated septum. She was supposed to come back to the hospital if she had excessive bleeding. Well, my mom has a bleeding disorder. So I was like hanging out with her because my dad had to go to a doctor's appointment or something. And so I was hanging out with her, and she started excessively bleeding from her nose. It was like becoming a bit much. And I was like, okay, well, my dad can't be here for like another hour, so I'm going to drive her to the hospital. So I drove my mom to the hospital, and we're there, and she's bleeding more and more and more, right? And then it starts to come out of her freaking eyes. Like her eyeballs. She had blood coming out of her eyeballs, and I was freaking out. And the doctors and nurses were just like, nobody was doing anything. Like, nobody was coming in there. Like, I kept trying to use the call button and say, like, hey, can you come help? And nobody was doing anything. Anyway, I got really mad because I was like, no one is seriously going to take this seriously? So I went out into the area by the nurse's station, and I loudly said, can I get an effing doctor to come look at my mom who is bleeding out of her eyeballs, please? And I said it, I wasn't shouting, but I was like, it was firm, and like, I said the F word. And I went back into the room, and then hospital security came and got me and kicked me out of the ER because apparently me saying that, one of the nurses said that I was threatening her safety or something like that. And so I got kicked out of the ER. And then I started crying. I kept my cool while my mom was bleeding through her eyes or whatever, and it was all cool. And then I just broke down. I called my dad. I'm like, I need you to get here. No one's in there with her. They're not taking her seriously. They're not paying attention to her. And they kicked me out, and I was crying. And then they wouldn't let my dad back because they could tell that my dad was pissed off when he got there. And so they didn't let my dad back right away because they were worried he was also going to be angry and agitated like I was. But apparently, don't say the F word to nursing staff. I shouldn't have said that to them, but also at the same time, like, it wasn't like I was saying F you to anyone in particular. I wasn't like being rude to anyone. It was just, I was just generally being like, can someone pay attention to my mom, please? So, anyway. It wasn't a super crazy story, Ben. It was just a story. Long story short, I got kicked out of a hospital ER. No big deal. So, there's a crazy story for you. But yeah, it was not the best. It was sad. So yeah, that's one's crazy story. Jenna said the F word. I actually cursed curse like a sailor. I just have stopped because I have children. Children who will copy everything that I say. I do actually curse, yeah. KP said coward. Okay, let's see. We have caught all of the fish that we can catch. Man, I just want to do a just chatting stream and just chat with you guys. I just want to chat. I'm not even feeling this right now. Okay, we shipped green tea. Let me cross this off my list here. They'll learn it one day, might as well start them young. Ben said we can chat, Jenna. We can? I don't know. I don't want to disappoint the people who actually want to be here to watch Stardew. You know what I mean? I'm too worried about what people think. I always want to make everybody happy. You know? You know? Let's see. I'm crossing off the stuff that I have finished up here. Let's see. That's done. We caught the legend. I don't quite have enough money for the last obelisk. Oh, I have to see if I can craft the statue of blessings, or whatever it's called. KP said, F them people, because they aren't here. We are all here for you. And Leon said, a chat or talk is nice. Okay. Ben said, no one is watching Twitch. No one watching Twitch is thinking anything. Smog said, I have this thing of wanting to make everyone happy too. And Leon said, you do make us happy. Aww. That's so sweet. Thank you. You're so sweet. Alright, let me just see if we can craft this statue real quick. And then maybe we'll switch to just chatting for a little bit until my voice leaves me. Alright, let's see. Where is this statue? I didn't see it. Oh, here it is. Oh my god, that's a lot of resources. Wow. That's a lot of fiber that I need. Okay, let me write this down. I did not know I would need that much fiber, or I would have been hoarding it. Statue of blessings, and we need a lot of fiber. Okay. I wrote it down in my little bluey notebook here. KP said, you make us all so happy, Jenna. You literally don't have to worry like that. Like, literally. Thank you. Ben said, Jenna, fiber is good for your colon. Wow. Wow. Who would have thought? Ben's giving out health advice now. Alright, go to sleep for the night. Day 19 of spring. We've made it halfway through spring, guys. KP! Oh, thank you so much! KP just gave out 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. What a sweetie. A hype train started. Let's go. Okay, let's see. Can I even see? I can't see. This is how much you make me happy. Oh, thank you, KP. You're so sweet. Does that say Jellybug? Jellybug? Toxic got a subscription. Let's go. I can't read all of them, but Smog said you do make us happy. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and do some just chatting for a little bit here. Leon said, Bobby! Bobby the baby. Bobby the baby is out of the crib now. Alright, let's see. And Ben gifted a 1-month subscription to someone named Cookie Poop. Wow. I see what you did there. Okay, let me go ahead and exit to desktop so that we don't have that playing in the background. And we'll just chat for a little. I can't promise it'll be very long, but we can chat for a little bit. Silent Death Wart, Demiser, Andromeda, Toxic, and Jellybug all got gifted. Wow, very cool. Thank you so much for putting those in there, KP. All right, guys. Should we do more story time with Jenna? Some of these stories aren't going to be so much wild, so much as they are, well, they're wild, but they're not wild in the same sense as like the getting drunk stories, okay? So these are just some more stories. Some of you may have heard a couple of these already, okay? So I'm going to tell you about the time that I got 2 concussions within a year of each other, okay? I'm pretty sure KP knows this story, but not everybody knows this story. So we'll tell it, okay? So, one time I was like 9 years old, 10 years old maybe, and I was outside playing tag in the dark, which is always a bad idea. And I was playing with these boys, and 2 of them were teenagers, so they were bigger, much bigger than me. And I ended up running into one of them, collided with one of their shoulders, with this one guy's shoulder, and he was kind of a bigger dude. And I collided with his shoulder and hit one side of my head against his shoulder, and then I hit the other side of my head against the ground, which wasn't even grass. It was hard-packed dirt. So I smacked my head against the ground, and I was hurting real bad. But I was in front of a bunch of boys, so I didn't want to cry. So I waited until I got home, like 45 minutes later. And then I got home, the door shut behind me after I was dropped off at my mom's, and the door was shut, and I just burst into tears. And so I was just crying and crying and crying, and my mom was freaking out. And then she was like, okay, we'll just watch you, see how you're doing. And then I ended up going to the ER that night and finding out that I had a concussion. So that was pretty crazy. But what made it extra crazy was that around that same time, the swine flu was going around. I don't know if any of you remember the swine flu. But when the swine flu went around, one of the symptoms of the swine flu was this massive headache. So, like, it was bad. And so at that same time, around then, my whole family got sick with the swine flu. And so we, on top of having a headache from my concussion, I had this massive headache from the swine flu. So I was miserable. I was like, apparently I was like a different person because I was so grumpy that I was like a different person. So that was not fun. Hey, look at that. Oh, I just realized, hey, Smog, you gave out a sub too. I was like, did I miss that? Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Smog. You're the best. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for all the subs, guys. You guys are so sweet. Woohoo, Smog! Let's go. Guys, I'm also just gonna say really quick before I finish this story that I was having kind of a rough day. I had a lot of anxiety. It was actually a hard week. It was a really hard week, and this stream has definitely cheered me up a lot. So thank you guys for hanging out with me and for all the laughs and all the good times. So, thank you so much. All right, let me get a sip of my drink here. Okay. So, then my second concussion was about a year later. Just under a year. Ben, you're welcome. If you want to give subs to mine and KP's channel, thank you. Just kidding. Dude, if I had money, I would. I'm not even subbed to KP's channel right now, and I'm so sad about it because I was like, are you kidding me? Now I have to deal with ads in the middle of watching KP stream. Yeah, it's the worst. Smog said, well, your streams cheered me up many times, so thank you so much, Smog. I'm so glad that I could cheer you up on hard days too. Okay, so anyway, second concussion. I was on this swing, and it was one of those swings that it was like a disc with like a string not a string, but like a rope in the center of it. So it was super wobbly, right? Like if you leaned too far back, the whole thing would tip, right? So anyway, my ballet teacher's husband came over to me while I was on this swing, and I don't know what he was thinking. I think he was trying to be funny and like catch me off guard. Anyway, he shoved me on this swing. I don't know what he thought was going to happen. But anyway, because it's a super unbalanced swing and I wasn't prepared, it tilted back and I slammed the back of my head against the hard packed dirt again. And so then I got my second concussion. So I have had 2 concussions within a year of each other. So my dad always likes to say that I have brain damage, except he says Dame Bramage. Dame Bramage instead of brain damage. Yeah. Yeah. That's what's wrong with me. Yeah. One of the many things that's wrong with me. The concussions. Yeah. And then Ben said, you should tell people you played for the NFL. They believe that for sure. Now, okay, let me see. What other stories do I have? Let me think. NFL Jenna. Speaking of injuries, here's another good injury story for you. This one I'm pretty sure KP has also heard. This is the story of when I broke my face. Ryan just gave out a community sub. Ryan, where did you get money for a community sub? Gifted a sub to Old Man Fallout. Oh. Oh my goodness, Ryan. I don't know where you got money for that. We're going to have to talk. We don't have money. Oh well, it's fine. Technically, we only paid for half of it. Oh, is it a special gift time or whatever? How cool. Good. It's just $6. All right. You right. All right. Let's see. All right, so I broke my face. Literally. So I was at a dance, my dance show. This was only about a year before my baby was born. Before Ellie was born. So this happened about 3 years ago now. I was streaming around this time, so some people actually were around for this. I know like Professor Legend was and 6 African Kids, but this was when I was a newbie streamer. And so I went to my dance show and I was doing this contemporary dance. And I went to do this turn where you grab your leg. So like you kick your leg up to the side really high and you grab onto it and you turn at the same time. Well, I kicked my leg up a little too out of control and my bottom foot went out from under me. And so because of that, I fell and I hit right here. But my hands didn't get down in time to catch me. So I slammed my head onto the ground on my chin. And then I was in the middle of the dance show, so like there's an audience watching and everything. And so I got up and I kind of stumbled off stage. And I remember just crying. Was it packed dirt again? It was not packed dirt this time. So I stumbled off stage and I remember I like grabbed onto my teacher and I was like, I think my teeth fell out. And do I still have the meme edit of it? I do. I was thinking I will post it in Discord so you guys can see the actual clip of me falling and breaking my face. But yeah, and my teacher was in the middle of directing the show, so she didn't have time. So she was like, can someone help her? So they took me backstage, and I had a split on my chin, just a little one, just about this big, a little split on my chin, and I could feel that at least one of my teeth had been pushed down and was loose. So it was like pushed down into my gums a little bit. So I was like, okay, cool. Yay, this is great. And I was crying, and they were like taking care of me backstage, and they called Ryan, who came out of the audience and came and got me, and him and my dad drove me to the nearest ER. And the whole time I was thinking, okay, like, mostly it's just my tooth. I need to get back to this dance show. I was like, listen, the show must go on. That year I had 7 dances in the show. And I was like, I still have like 3 more dances to go. I need to get back there. So do you guys think? So I kept asking every doctor. I was like, "Hey, can we get this show on the road? Because I got a dance show to go back to." Meanwhile, my jaw feels kind of funny, but it feels like it's out of place. So I kept trying to pop it back in place. I kept like going like that, trying to pop it back in place, and it wasn't working. And I was like, it just feels kind of jammed. I think I just kind of jammed it. So they came and they stitched up my chin, and then they did, I think, an X-ray, maybe an MRI. I can't remember. Anyway, they did some sort of test to look at my jaw and see about my tooth. They were thinking maybe my tooth had gotten pushed down and it needed, I don't know, something. And when they did a X-ray of my jaw, they found that I had actually broken my jaw in 2 places. I broke my jaw right here, and I broke my jaw right up here where it connects. So I ended up breaking my jaw, and the whole time, even after I found out I broke my jaw, I was like, I have to get back to this dance show. I think I was in shock, and also I think that I was a little delusional because I didn't want to miss my dance show. So I was like, okay. So then I was like, well, if I can't make it back for the dance show, can I at least make it back to say goodbye to all of my friends? Because, you know, it's the end of the semester, so they're going to be gone, right? And my doctor was, like, looking at me like I'm crazy. And, but she was like, okay, well, you can't get in to get your jaw fixed until until Monday anyway, so we're just going to give you a bunch of morphine. So they gave me a bunch of morphine and they sent me home. Except I didn't go home. I went back to the dance show. And just as I was getting there, the last song was finishing up, so I couldn't dance or anything. I knew I couldn't dance. But, but all my friends came out and I was like, guys, I broke my jaw in 2 places. And I was super high. I was high on the morphine. And I was having a great time. I didn't feel any pain or anything, so I was just chatting with everybody. I was like, and I had 3 stitches in my chin, and so they could all see that. It looked all gnarly because you're not supposed to cover it up. So yeah, it was pretty crazy. And then they went to Applebee's. Yeah, afterwards my friends all went to Applebee's. So I was like, I want to go to Applebee's. I can't eat anything, but I want to go. And so I went, and I was like, Ryan, I'm hungry. And he was like, okay, well, we can get you some mashed potatoes. So I got some mashed potatoes, and I started eating them, and all of a sudden I felt something weird in my mouth, and one of my teeth broke in half. Just because it was already really loose from when I hit the ground. So then I ended up, at the end of the day, when it was all said and done, I broke my jaw in 2 places. I had the 3 stitches in my chin. I also chipped, I think, 5 teeth, and one of them was like pushed down into my gum. So, I ended up getting my jaw wired shut, which was super not fun. Do not recommend. I went from 120 pounds to 90 pounds in about a month and a half. I was very, very skinny. But that's because I couldn't really eat anything. Everything that I ate had to be blended very thoroughly. So I pretty much was drinking like blended chicken noodle soup. One meal that Ryan came up with, this sounds so gross, but one meal that we came up with was meatballs and spaghetti sauce blended together. So it was like I was drinking spaghetti. And I drank a lot of milkshakes. So, yeah. And then my jaw was wired shut, and the dance team auditions came up, and I was like, listen, I want to be on the dance team. I got to go to the audition. So I went to the audition with my jaw wired shut. So I was just like this the whole time, and I was talking like this. And, yeah, I didn't make it on the dance team. That was a bummer. But I also think that part of it was because I couldn't really remember the choreography because I was so underweight at the time and so exhausted from barely getting enough nutrition. I couldn't really make it. I couldn't really remember the choreography. And so I was just messing up like crazy. But It's okay. It ended up working out, but still, it was kind of funny that I actually went to the dance team tryouts. So, too bad I deleted my old YouTube videos of my jaw wired. I don't think I had any on YouTube with my jaw wired shut. I had VODs of, because I also streamed with my jaw wired shut a couple times, so that was pretty crazy. Smog said this whole thing sounds so not fun. KP said this story is why I will be protective of my jaw. Jenna loves blended meatballs and spaghetti. So actually, my Jenna Loves Pizza name came from this experience because all I wanted when I got my jaw unwired, all I wanted was to eat pizza. I was craving pizza. I had to have pizza. So that is how the name Jenna Loves Pizza was born. In fact, Andrew, who was in here a second ago, I don't know if Andrew's still here, but Andrew actually came up with and suggested Jenna Loves Pizza as a name. So there you go. There's an insane story for you. Let's see. Let me take another drink here. Think of another story. Andrew Beam, that bread dough. Yeah. Yep. You made it for story time. Yep. You actually missed some of the stories, but I'm sure you've heard them all, Andrew. I told a story that I'll have to tell you again later about us, my friend group, TPing and other things to a guy's car. I told the story about my first time getting drunk. Told the story of my concussions. Yeah, you missed the poop car story, but I'll tell you it later if you don't remember it. Let's see. Oh, here's a story that Ryan said I could tell. This is a Ryan story. This is a pretty wild story. So, it was, let's see. It was his friend's bachelor party. And, okay, I'm gonna head out. No, you have to stay. It's your story. I'm gonna tell your story and you gotta stay here. Besides, you said I could tell it anyway. So, Ryan redeemed Kill Nazim and Hydrate. We can't do Nazim because I'm not playing Skyrim. No, I gotta kill Nazim. I'm just gonna launch Skyrim real quick and kill him. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that. I'm telling your story, Ryan. The burnt cookies poop car, exactly. Kill Nazim in the story. So then I drew my bow. And like Katniss Everdeen. No. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with that story. It's not as fun. It's not as fun as real life. So anyway. So Ryan had a bachelor party to go to. It was for his friend. And it wasn't like one of those bachelor parties with the strippers and all of that crazy stuff. This friend group was pretty tame at the time. Besides that, they drank alcohol. That was the only thing. But they didn't like do drugs or go to strip clubs or anything crazy like that at the time. And so, he went to this bachelor party and they were drinking and he had already several drinks. And then, they were having a good time and he was decided to drink some Fireball. So he drinks from the handle of Fireball. Well, my cousin, the one that I told you about earlier that shit on the car, came over and grabbed the back of the handle and tilted it up while he was drinking it. And they all started shouting chug. So Ryan drank, in addition to the other drinks that he had already had, which was probably, I think you said 3 drinks at that point. He drank 3/4 of a handle of Fireball. Now, if you don't know how much alcohol that is, I'll just say it's a shit ton. It's a lot of alcohol. It's a lot. And he just chugged it and immediately passed out on the floor. Like immediately, he just fell on the floor. Like 32 ounces of straight rum. Yeah, it's a lot. Andrew said, dear Lord. So, a bunch of these guys, like I said, it was a tame friend group at the time. Like, a lot of these guys didn't really drink. And so they had the one friend that did do the drinking call the girlfriends. So I got a call that night from this friend, and the friend was like, hey, listen, so Ryan's had a lot of alcohol tonight, but he's doing okay. He's not drunk, he's just pretty tipsy, and I'm calling all the girlfriends to like let everybody know, you know, if he acts a little weird, that's why. And I was like, okay, thank you. I thought it was ridiculous he was calling, you know. I was like, and yeah, so then Ryan gets on the phone and he's like slurring, and he's like, listen, I am like 100% there mentally, but physically I'm not 100% there. I'm like 90%. I'm like 90% physically. And he's slurring and just like, and I was like, okay, all right. And he's like, but mentally, babe, I'm all there. I'm all there. And I was like, okay. So we were talking, and he goes off camera because we're FaceTiming. He goes off camera because he's going to get ready for bed. And I hear, shit, fuck. And then, I'm like, what happened? Are you okay? And he goes, I can't get my underwear on. He couldn't even get dressed. Meanwhile, he's telling me he's sober. He's super sober. He's just maybe a little tipsy. He's just a little bit tipsy, you know? After drinking 3/4 of a handle of Fireball. Yeah, he's locked in. Yeah. So then I'm talking to him, and we say goodnight. And then about an hour later, I get another call from my cousin this time. And my cousin was like, so Ryan threw up all over himself. Did they tell me this the next morning? Did they not call me? I can't actually, I'm starting to doubt this part of the story. They may have told me the next morning. But basically what happened was, he ended up puking all over himself, but he couldn't move. He was so drunk, he couldn't move to clean himself up. So Ryan's a big guy. Ryan is like 6'2", and a pretty big guy. He played center, so he's got massive shoulders and whatnot. So our friends had to try and clean him off, and also clean the mattress.
What? I came in to give context.
You came in to give context?
Yeah.
Okay. He wants you all to see how big he is. You can sit in here if you want. You want to join?
Yeah. What's up?
Guys, this is Ryan, my husband, if you haven't met him. Here's Ryan joining the stream. Yeah, so anyway, he puked all over himself, and Andrew, I am in awe of the size of that lad. Oh no, story time is getting more and more people involved. But yeah, so then, they had to clean him up in the middle of the night, and it was an Airbnb. So the next day, they had to go to Walmart and buy sheets and get them and replace the sheets on the Airbnb, and they also flipped the mattress over so that the people wouldn't know and they would get their money back. Bet that the kids are going to come in and be like, Mom, Dad, we came to set the record straight.
So what happened was I was asleep laying on my side, and I was like this, and then I just woke up, and I went, just, like,
sorry if you guys have a easy gag reflex.
I threw up like 3 times, and then I was like, all right, I gotta clean myself up, and I couldn't move. So then I was just like, Josh. Josh.
He was just calling for our friend.
Just yell, like weakly yelling until he comes in. He opens the door, he turns the light on, and he goes, oh. And he stepped out for a minute. And then
he was the one that I was saying, like, he was the one that called the girlfriends because he had experience drinking.
So then he was like, I'm not really sure what to do. So he just turned on the shower in the bathroom. And so
him in there.
I just walked into the shower still in my boxers, and I just sat there for like 30 minutes on the floor of the shower. And I was too drunk to do anything, all the while Josh is trying to figure out what to do with the bed.
Yeah, so that was pretty funny.
Yeah, the only other funny thing that happened that night was one of our friends was like, I gotta take a dump, and he didn't go close the door. And so I walked by, and he's on the toilet holding the bathroom trash can like this. He's going, throwing up into the trash can while he's going to the bathroom.
You shouldn't have said that. That's so gross. That's so gross.
That's about how drunk every single person was.
Yeah, they were all very, very, very wasted.
And then we went to Benihana's for dinner the next night. And we were like, you know what? I don't really think we don't really feel like drinking. Not because last night sucked, but just because we just don't feel like it.
We just don't feel like it. They were all super hungover too. But it's actually a good thing that he puked, because he definitely would have had really bad alcohol poisoning if he hadn't. So
oh yeah,
it worked out. It worked out for the best. But yeah. Did I have any other wild stories that I forgot to tell? I think I told them all.
I think you told them all.
Are you leaving?
Yeah.
You're leaving me?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's rude.
You have to finish your day in Stardew.
My clothes Stardew.
No, it's still up. I see it.
Bye, babe.
Bye. Thanks for liking my shirt, KP.
But yeah.
Actually, no. Watch the movies first. Then you can like it.
So yeah. You've seen 2 out of 3. I know. Soon you'll see 3 out of 3, and then we can stop messing with you about it. Yeah. Wow, KP, I'm not reading that out loud. His shirt was the Lord of the Rings shirt. Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, I can't think of any more wild stories, but this has been really fun. This has been super fun. We'll have to start a segment called Jenna Loves Pizza After Dark. That's what this was. I should probably put a warning on my YouTube that this is not a PG stream. But yeah. Thank you guys so much. This has been so much fun. This really made my day better and also my week better. So thank you guys. I would keep staying and hanging out, but my voice, like I said, is leaving me. And I don't have any more wild stories to tell, and I don't want to just have you guys sit here staring at my face while I think. So I think I'm going to head to bed. But tomorrow I will most likely stream again. But it may not be till later in the day, because like I said, it is my daughter's 2nd birthday party tomorrow. So we are going to be doing that in the afternoon. So it may not be till a later stream. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah. KP said, thank you, Jenna. Smog said, thank you for everything, Jenna. This is awesome. Ben said, okay, well, have a good rest. Thank you, guys. You guys are the best. Birthday, birthday, birthday. KP said, okay, well, I hope you have a good night, Jenna. This was a great stream. Sorry I couldn't be here earlier, and say happy birthday to your daughter. I definitely will. Don't forget to go check out the car story. That's the first wild story I told on the VOD. Ben said, we're all invited, right? I bought a Thomas the Tank Engine costume. KP is in the back half. Bluey themed birthday party. You should have bought a Bluey costume. No, you're not invited anymore. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. Well, thank you all so much. I hope you have a great night. And I will see you guys later. Oh, should we raid? Let's see if anybody I'm following is online. If nobody I'm following is online, we'll just skip it. Oh, we got some people online. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and raid Connor. Connor is playing some Fortnite tonight. Obviously very different from Stardew, but so is sitting around talking about wild stories for a good 30 minutes to an hour. So we're going to go ahead and raid Connor. All right. Okay, thank you again. I will see you guys on my next stream, which will probably be tomorrow. Bye!